One moment it's calm, then the roof releases a wall of snow. Machine Universe captures winter's raw chaos on ice. Icy roof, no safety rope, case of beer. What could go wrong?
So, as you can see,
Clearing snow off a metal roof is a total backbreaker. So these guys are trying a shortcut. Notice how they're using tree branches to cinch the cable down. It's a low-tech fix, but it keeps the line from sliding. Even with a few snaps and ladder trips, it beats spending 3 hours with a heavy shovel.
There it goes. Got it all. I just pulled next to this guy. Look at him.
He's definitely judging your parking skills right now. Look at that side eye. Dual fans and no cross augers. Usually these things clog up, but this design just throws the snow straight out. Plus, that telescoping spout aims it wherever. Pretty solid setup for clearing those big drifts. Definitely needs some dedicated winter tires to grab onto anything right now. Keeping a Taisho period building standing under that much weight is a feat of engineering. Removing the snow is the only way to save the structure from collapsing under those 5-meter drifts. Working up there alone without a rope is a massive gamble. Anyone who's been stuck on an icy hill knows the stress. Most organized thing on the highway right now. These plows are doing some heavy lifting so regular cars don't end up stuck for hours. Clever move, but the ground looks slick. Reason number 1 to watch where you park in winter. Every homeowner in snowy states knows that sound. Standing on the ice while a 9-story apartment building floats past is surreal. Taimyr is basically a mobile city with everything from a cinema to a sauna inside. Hard to believe humans actually built something this massive to conquer the ends of the earth.
А я Саньке звоню. Михаил Борисович говорит, по-любому тебе надо увидеть. Я ему позвонил. О, как?
Glad the snow was there to cushion the impact, though the rollover looks pretty intense.
Или пойдем.
People rave about the 300 TDI engine for a reason. Simple, rugged, and loud. It sounds more like a tractor than a car, but that's exactly why it survives these brutal terrains.
Evet Fatih.
See how he's handling that roof? If you live in one of Japan's snowiest spots, you can't just wing it. He's using some kind of custom-made snow carrier because, honestly, normal gear probably just breaks out here. Keeping a wooden structure that old standing is a massive job. Blue hues inside those ice walls look almost surreal under the sun. Massive chunks of ice crashing down in 2012 remains some of the best footage from South America. Just a ZIL 131 doing what it does best. That front mechanism is basically a giant blender for snow. Must be a massive engine hiding back there to throw snow that far. You don't see many of these around anymore. Sweden definitely knows how to handle winter. Dealing with record-breaking snowfall becomes a whole lot easier when you've got heavy machinery doing the literal heavy lifting for you. Smooth tires on smooth ice, a predictable failure in basic winter vehicle preparation. Winter in the Midwest isn't a season, it's a full contact sport. Is it just me, or did that snowplow have school bus lights above the top of the cab, both on front and rear? Nilavara folks really figured it out. Guess someone's getting off work early today. You won't find this in the manual. They slid a PVC pipe over the shaft to create a slicker surface, stopping clogs before they start.
These cars to pass us in the rear, and then I'll get going.
Some drivers in Minnesota say they've daily driven rear-wheel drive for 7 years without crashes or wipeouts. Snow tires are the key. Ever wonder how Japanese roofs survive 10 feet of snow? They call this yuki oroshi. It's a brutal daily grind to keep the structure from collapsing under all that weight during peak winter months in regions like Niigata.
Masse snø på dette taket. Ser det tilsvarende tak som det var. Nå har jeg tatt og gravd ferdig kanaler. Nå har jeg tatt til begge halvdeler av taket, og så trenger bortover her. Det er ikke så veldig nøye. Der ligger veieren klar. Det som er viktig er at man følger med på.
Making roof chores look like a game is definitely the move. Cutting those slabs looks strangely fun, though shoveling the mess down below afterward is probably where the real work begins for the day. Shake it off. Next try's gonna hit different.
Presume knows it.
It looks like a total spin out at first, but that's actually peak efficiency. By deploying that secondary blade, one driver does the work of 2 trucks, saving tons of fuel and labor costs. The roof is steep enough that the snow can slide off on its own. The materials he used are easy to find and pretty cost-effective. I think it might be even better to add a piece of canvas to help the snow slide down more smoothly. What do you think? Heavy iron versus Arctic slush.
Yeah!
Think the sidewalk is safe? Look at this mosque roof in Turkey. Tons of built-up snow just crushed 2 pedestrians out of nowhere. It took a whole crowd digging frantically to reach them. Grandparents used to talk about mornings like this. No loud engines, just the sound of a blade cutting through powder. Just a normal day at the office for a good old landing. Pairing a Cadillac 472 with a TA400 transmission creates an unstoppable powertrain for this sucker. Those 44-inch TSLs need every bit of that displacement to stay afloat in the slush, and the custom air setup ensures the chassis doesn't get hung up on hidden stumps. Here is something few realize. The Louis is restricted to low power while towing. That's why the Fox has to step in. Reversing into ice isn't just a cool trick. It uses the stern's weight and propeller wash to liquefy the path ahead. So, no going up on the roof?
ほら、一瞬で行っちゃった。見えるかな。いくのもずるんだ。おいや。はい、どうもどうも。これ支えて下からまた、止めてね。あ、こっちと赤いとこしてね。はいはいはい。
Few realize Groove A7 is among the world's northernmost mines. These loaders work year-round in freezing Arctic conditions. That turbo just sounds nice.
Du kan risikere å henge med ned.
Nej, det går bra.
I was waiting for the big payoff, but man, gravity really left him hanging.
Nei.
It's a race against the calendar in Sapporo. Once March arrives, this snow turns into solid ice and kills houses. Straight to the floor. Walking dogs in winter is basically an extreme sport at this point. Seeing life on the Kyle Railway is rare. These old Southern Pacific-style tunnel motors are built for heavy duty. Keeping the flangeways clear at crossings is the real challenge to avoid a nasty derailment. You can see he already turned the wheel round trying to avoid the car, but to no effect due to slipping. But as soon as the wheel found a grip, it turned suddenly to the wall. Chainsaw on an icy roof, then a sledgehammer? This is madness. I have no idea what he's thinking. Overhangs like these are basically ticking time bombs. Getting them down now prevents a massive ice slab from crushing someone later. Winter's wait finally broke this ice rink back in 2010. Students were scheduled for hockey practice just hours later, making this a terrifyingly close call. Honestly, seeing that little rover pulling all that steel is kind of wild. Guess they really are built different for this weather. Instead of risking a roof collapse, these pros use steam to clear the edges. It's wild how a simple weather change can create an entire industry built on melting ice as safely and quickly as possible. Watching this Cat 992C battle the freeze is intense. Most crews are out there at 3 a.m. just to get the fleet running by sunrise. It's a brutal routine that defines a diesel winter. Ever seen a plane cabin mounted on skis? These Soviet-style aerosleds use massive props to navigate terrain where wheels would simply give up. Snow overhangs are a real pain. Looks like he's having a hard time with that shovel setup. Look how thick the ice chunks are, and that ship is just sailing right through it.
How's it going? I think the sketchiest part about the ice hammer.
Real moments, real risks. Thanks for watching Machine Universe, and make sure to follow for more.